My name is Maria Juarez, and you're listening to In This Casa. Bienvenidos. In this podcast, I aim to memorialize and honor my husband David's memory by exploring conversations about life and what it's like in my casa, and hopefully in other casas as well. Welcome back to In This Casa, and thank you for joining me. In our first episode, I introduced you to my husband David. In this episode, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Maria Juarez, and I live in Dallas, Texas. I was born and raised here, I went to college here, and I met my husband here. I bartended all through college. I've worked for some Fortune 500 companies. I have a degree in marketing, and my family owns a couple of businesses that I help run. I met David when I was 30 years old, and we fell in love hard and fast. We were together for 13 years, married for 11 and a half, and he had 2 young daughters when we met, so we parented them together. Our daughters are now 19 and 21, almost 22. Bella's a cosmetologist, and Sada is a student at Cal Poly. Truthfully, I tried to record this episode yesterday, which was the day after Christmas. But as usual, I was pushing myself too hard. Our family traditions were very important to David and I, so I'm doing my best to keep them going on my own. And I made it through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day strong. And yesterday I attempted to be productive, when what I really needed to do was just puddle into my grief. So ultimately my emotions won, and that's exactly what happened. I also had to make myself notes for this episode because yesterday I struggled to talk about myself. But like I said, I'm committed to this journey, so I'm at it again today. David always encouraged me to do this. He even had almost all of the equipment already in the house. But I was just always too busy and never really prioritized getting started. That's why this podcast is dedicated to him. So let's go through my notes about me. First off, I'm awful at icebreakers. I'm always the person who struggles to come up with interesting facts about themselves. I'm a pretty private person. I have a small group of close friends, a large family who I'm very close to. After God, family and work are priority to me. I love the humanities. Sometimes I have an awful memory. I eat less when I'm going through a traumatic situation. I have anxiety, and I believe everyone should go to therapy as a form of medical or self-care. I wear a lot of black. I cuss. I don't smoke. I like to make lists, and I like to use a physical planner and actually handwrite my schedule on a calendar. I miss my husband desperately, and I'm a little intimidated by this journey, but I'm trying to follow my intuition, which I know David would have supported and encouraged 100%. I'm focused on getting my girls and I through all of our firsts without him as healthy as we possibly can. Next up are New Year's celebrations, and I just pray that we can continue to move forward with peace in our hearts and feeling David's love and presence all around us. Okay, so now you know a little about me, and you can come back next Saturday and get to know me a little better, and we'll continue to talk about what it's like in my casa. And if you're interested in talking about what it's like in your casa with me, send me an email. I'll talk to you soon.